Okay, Darren, why did you buy this? What about this property? What was it about this property that got you to pull the trigger and invest in it? And one of the main things that is really nice about Iowa and Coralville specifically has to do with replacement cost. You're looking at $200,000 to $250,000 per unit, or what some people would say per door. And so when you can get into a property like this and you're at $50,000, $60,000 a unit, it's easy to see how much value there is on the front end when you purchase an apartment community like Lakewood Hills here. So that's number one. Number two, kind of related to that, is our off-market systems. Off-market systems. So what does that mean? What that means is, for over 20 years, I've had a system in place where owners of properties just like this, the owner's name is Drew, they call me, they contact me if and when they're ready to sell. They don't go on the market. There's no auction kind of atmosphere. We get the call, we're able to get first shot at the properties, and not surprisingly, just like this property where we got first shot, the owner contacted us because of our off-market processes and systems. We not only, of course, purchased the property, but the kind of pricing we're able to get with those off-market situations and opportunities is something that, of course, really makes a ton of sense to us and to our investors, okay? And then there's the third question I get quite often, and it has to do with safety, predictability. So what makes a property like this a safer kind of investment, a more predictable kind of investment? Well, there's a couple things. Number one has nothing to do with me. It has to do with the market and where the properties are located. Iowa is kind of a hidden gem. So what I mean by that is really three words. Boring is smart. Okay, I'll say that again. Boring is smart. Look, guys, in Iowa, there's not a lot of flash. There's not a lot of drama. There's not a lot of ups and downs. Iowa is a very predictable kind of marketplace. So when it comes to purchasing a property like this, of course, not that we know how it's going to operate 1 month, 3 months, 6 months down the road specifically, of course not. But do we have a really good idea? Can we implement our management systems and processes knowing that that's the case? The answer is definitely yes. Why don't you take a pan around the property a little bit and give our folks an idea kind of what it looks like. And guys, we're not going to go into units, and I'm not going to show you bathtubs and dishwashers and showers and garbage disposals. I mean, you've probably seen enough of that or seen that before. I won't bore you with that, but I want to give you an idea, you know, the setting of the property and how things look, okay? And so one of the main things that I think many multifamily investors, owners, operators, I think one of the main things that they miss that you only really get through experience are two words: pattern recognition. Pattern recognition. So one of the ways that we're able to not only get the off-market deals, not only that we're able to purchase for well under replacement cost, we know the patterns. We recognize the patterns of not only being able to buy a property like this, operate it the way it needs to, have it produce the kind of benefits, unconventional returns, unconventional tax benefits, all those kinds of things, but ultimately have the property truly reach its full potential like this Lakewood Hills property does for us.